Hey, what is up everyone? In this video, I wanted to demonstrate how I find multiple distributors and wholesalers for my Amazon FBA business. And this is just one of the 9 different methods that I teach in my, one-on-one mentorship program. And this method has been very, very effective. And you're essentially leveraging a tool called Smart Scout. So in this video, I just wanted to teach you guys and show you how I find, potential leads to begin my, product research. And I'm not going to talk about how I reach out to distributors because I've made videos on that in the past. So if you would like to do that, if you would like to learn how to reach out, feel free to watch my other videos. But right now we're just going to find the brands and start the product research process. So under brands, on the left side here, click brands. And then the filter, essentially you want to find specific brands that fit your search criteria. So for example, if you wanted to find brands that Amazon are not on the listings for in the grocery category, you can find plenty of them. If you wanted to find them in, the clothing category, you can also find them. So for my example, or for this video, I'm going to find brands that Amazon is not on in grocery. So under category, you want to search grocery and gourmet food, and then Amazon in-stock rate, let's keep it at 0 minimum, 0 maximum. Average number of sellers, let's do 5+. And the reason why you want to keep it at 5+ is because anything under that, you will either find brands that are private label or brands that are very serious and they really care about, the number of sellers on it. So you're going to run into a lot of IP issues. So I really recommend doing 5+. And you could do, 5 to 25 sellers or 5 to unlimited sellers. But for this example, I'm going to do 5 to unlimited sellers. Average selling price, I don't want to find brands that have very cheap products. So let's do $15 minimum. Monthly revenue, let's do minimum 15,000 all the way up to like 700,000 maximum. And this is just the filter, guys. You could play around with many different filters. Like I said, different filters will result in different brands. And this is just one of the specific filters that I use. So let's click search. And we see here that there are 230 brands that fit the filtering criteria. And if you hover over the brand title and you click it, it directs you over to the Amazon link. And I also use a second tool. This tool is free. It's called DS Amazon Quick View. And what it is it provides a pop-up here on the screen. It really speeds up the product research, the timing of everything, because you don't have to click into every specific listing to take a look at how fast it sells, the BSR, all of that. Because all of it just shows the BSR, it shows the number of Amazon sellers. And just from there, you could get a good idea whether or not this product and this brand is, worth looking more into. But here we click into a brand called Lao Gan Ma. They seem to be selling like chili paste or chili oil, something like that. And under DS Amazon Quick View, we see for this first listing that the BSR is 985. The lower the BSR, the better. So this BSR is amazing. We see that there's also 7+ FBA sellers. So that means there's over 7 sellers that found this product profitably. So we could do the same. There's a few other listings where the BSR is also pretty good. There's many different sellers. So I would say this is a good brand overall, right? So we could go over to Smart Scout again. We could right click and copy, and you want to have a Google Sheet open. It's very simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. And within that Google Sheet, just have a column called brands, another column called Amazon link. So we're just going to paste the brand, and then we go and copy the Amazon link and we paste it. And essentially you want to do this and find 50 to 60 different brands, because that will give you a good start into finding many different brand leads. So let me just demonstrate one more time on a second brand. So let's scroll all the way down. What should we find? Haku. Let's click that. Let's see what this is. Okay. Sometimes DS Amazon Quick View might not load, so you want to refresh this page. So we refreshed it. We see this brand has quite many different products. And the first one over here, the smoked shoyu soy sauce, BSR is 23,000, so it's very good. It sells very quick. 6+ sellers. The second listing, 24,000 BSR, 6 different sellers. Yeah, so over here, we see that this brand has a few different listings with low BSR with many different sellers. So I'd say it fits the criteria, and you don't really have to spend too long. It could be like a 1 or 2 minute dive into whether or not the brand is good. You don't have to, like I said, don't overcomplicate this process. If it looks like it's a good brand, you could go copy it and add it into your Google Sheet. And once you have 50 brands, essentially what you want to do is copy the brand and go on Google and search Wholesale, and then put your city that you live in. Let's say Toronto, right? And you will find a whole bunch of potential distributors that you could look at that would carry this brand. So you would do that over and over again, and just make sure you have 50 to 60 different brands. The more brands, the better, because that gives you a lot more leads to look at. So that's essentially how I would go about finding brands using the Smart Scout method. Let me show you guys another strategy that you can use to multiply your leads. And I honestly don't think anyone else on YouTube or online has talked about this method, because I found this myself. But essentially what you could do is, once you have about 50 to 60 brands populated into your Google Sheet, you could go into each brand again. So let's go into Lao Gan Ma, and we go into the specific listing. And essentially what you do in the specific listing is you kind of do a reverse or storefront stock, right? Because this brand, Amazon's not on it, it sells well, there's multiple sellers, as we see here, 13 different sellers. What you can do is, under other sellers, you go through the different stores, right? Let's go into this brand, this seller. We see that they do quite a lot, 800 different ratings or reviews. So let's go into what they sell. We see they sell Kirkland. I believe that's like in Costco. We see them, they're selling this brand, a bunch of different brands, right? And most of them, there's multiple different sellers. BSR is low. Amazon is not on it. Obviously, there are some brands, so you can avoid those. But for the most part, this seller is selling a bunch of different brands that have low BSR. Amazon's not on it, right? So this is just a gold mine of a lot of different other brands that you can use. So you could go through each one specifically, do more research into them, dig into it to just authenticate and make sure that every single brand that they're selling is good. But once they are, let's assume they are, you can add them into this Google Sheet just by doing the storefront stock. You could definitely add extra, 15 to 20 different brands on top of that, on top of your 50 different leads. And that's just from one brand. So imagine going through this brand and then, your third brand, your fourth brand, your fifth brand. And just by itself, it's a compounding thing. And you could easily find 300 to 400 different brand leads that you could go about and find more distributors that carry them. But that's essentially what you would do, and that's what I do on a daily basis. Like I said, guys, I've been doing this strategy for over a year now. I still have not ran out of brands, so that's just how effective it is. And I really think, and I really encourage you guys to do the same. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, just message, or you could message me directly on Instagram, or you could just write a comment and I will reply as soon as possible. But that is everything. If you found a lot of value in this video, which I'm sure you have, please like this video, subscribe for more content just like this.